Hello, welcome or welcome back. Please have a seat. Our lesson today is in sitting again. A marvelous 20 to 30 minutes ahead of us, maybe shorter. I want to show you a connection today between your legs and your upper body, how they connect and how this benefits you in sitting and in standing up and getting down, something you need to do every day. Everyday movements. And we will start in sitting on the edge, on the front part of the chair in an upright position. And then the first thing we do is just to sit. Okay, first sit. That's how we start. Take a moment. So we enter the world of feeling, of perception. We change our trance, our state of mind into becoming aware of ourselves, of how we hold ourselves for a moment. We become physical, sensual beings. And our first movement is a reference movement. We will look at how we get up to standing. How is it? We cannot say we, because everybody has a different method. So how do you get up from sitting to standing? How do you do it? How do you observe yourself doing it? What is the first thing you do to get up? Do you put your feet forwards on the floor as first thing? Then good luck with that. Or maybe just one foot backwards. So that's a little twist. Not bad, but maybe it's beneficial to put the feet a little bit. So as a first thing, move the feet. Second thing, what do it? Move the hands, place the hands, place the shoulders, move the neck, nose in front of knees and toes, nose in front of toes. What do you do next? Do you shift your weight on one side of your pelvis, or do you come forwards exactly in the middle? When do you lift your behind? When do you help? Where do you press with your hands? Observe that. So first movement in silence. Please go slowly. I will do it together with you. And if you're faster than me, you're too fast. How can you observe yourself? How do you shift your weight? If you do it in slow motion, so you can observe everything you do, that must be like 100 different steps you need to take to be able to come from sitting to standing. How easy is that? How difficult is that? If you do it really, really, really slowly, so you could write about it. You could write about it. I did this and then that and then that and then that. All right, so then with your left hand, lean against your left knee. So sit in a way that you can lean with your left hand against your left knee. And then with the right hand, also touch your right hand to your left hand or to your left knee. So the right hand is doing the exploring now, and the left hand is doing the leaning. And then with the right hand, move around your knee. And we could say our intention, not the goal. The intention is to slide down with the right hand on the left lower leg, as you would cream your left, put like cream. Or if you would like to massage your left leg, or if you would like to pick your hairs. But take your time to do that. Take your time to feel that in a world of sensation and feeling. How much do you lean against your left hand? How much do you lean against your left foot? Did you place your left foot, or you can always readjust your left foot to have your left foot standing as a pillar, so you can really lean on your left leg in order to start to reach down. And if you have troubles with your lower back, of course, go slow at first and go back and forth. So you're sliding a little bit down and then you come up again. You slide down a little bit and then you come up again. So it could be a dance class as well. You slide down And you can take a different pathway every time. So if you think of creaming your leg or painting your leg, if you had a cast and a coloring stick and you would like to color your leg, so you go up and down. And how do you do that? So you press with your left arm against your left knee, don't you? And your right shoulder comes closer to the floor than your left shoulder, and maybe your face turns to the left. So maybe your shoulder girdle turns to the left. You lean more against your right leg or your left leg. Come into a world of sensation and start to feel more than you usually observe, more than you would usually. And where can you go? Would you like to slide with your hand down to the floor as well, or reach around? What places can you reach with your right hand? Do you have side bending? Do you have twisting? Can you breathe? Do you have movement in your hip joints? Do you need your left hand at all? Or could you lean against your left elbow? What did you discover? What did you come up with? You're free to explore, have your own ideas within this idea of, or this task of sliding down with your right hand, your left lower leg. It's not a very rushed situation. We take our time. I take my time to provide this space to slide down. Say hello toes, hello foot, hello metatarsal bones. Where's the arch of your foot? And you go up and down and you explore, and slowly, little by little, your range of motion increases as you go back and forth, and you start to use your left leg more and more to help you come up. You can push the floor with your left foot, you can push down to come up, and you can let go of that push, go down again. You can help with your left hand, or you cannot help with your left hand. And then the next time you're up, just sit upright and feel how it is to sit upright. And if you're not already tilting towards your right, place your left hand on your right knee. So this time you lean with your left hand on your right knee, and then again with your right knee start to explore your right lower leg and slide down, up and down the right lower leg with your right hand. And how much weight do you have on your right foot? So maybe you have to reposition your right foot to have a good stand, where you can tap with your heel or with your toes to feel that connection down from your left shoulder down to the right foot. And you slide down, and how much do you shift your weight? Does your left foot become weightless? Explore, observe, explain, talk to the screen, explain to me how you do it, or teach this lesson to someone else. You have a chance to talk for yourself. It's also quite nice to try to explain a movement sequence to someone in order to improve your understanding of the movement sequence. So you slide down on the right side, and how is it different for your upper body, for your pelvis, for your hip joints, to slide down the right leg with the same hand, with the right hand, instead of the left leg? And you can always change over again to the left leg to compare. How was it here? And now how is it here? And what's the difference? What's the difference between a shirt and a jacket? What's the difference between winter clothes and summer clothes? Between a Western style shirt or a Chinese or Asian style shirt? What's the difference between this and that movement? So this and that position. And just go as far as it's comfortable for you. maybe a little break. So why did I say that? Not the break, but the clothes. So we know a lot about clothes. It's easy for us to see this person is wearing a red shirt and this person is wearing a green shirt or a summer shirt or a winter shirt. We know a lot about clothes, but you also know a lot about positions. You can see I'm sitting upright or I'm leaning back. And each position has its merits, its benefits, its background, its function. Again, we need to continue with the lesson. What's the next step in the puzzle, in the sequence? Lean with your right hand against your right knee. So this time, your right arm becomes your supporting arm, and your left hand becomes your exploring hand. So start to explore your knee. So the left hand is on the right knee. And then start to slide down with your left hand on your right lower leg. See how is this leg? Is the right leg different than the left one? The dens and mountains, the valleys and mountains, does it have more hair or less hair? How do you reach around? Do you come more forwards than on the other leg? Do your nose move forwards in front of your toes? Do you come forwards on this side more than on the other side? Or less? Is your movement more generous, bigger or more restricted? And how does your shoulder girdle turn on this side? Yes, so when you slide down with your left hand on your right lower leg, your left shoulder comes closer to the floor. See what possibilities you have here. Where do you reach here? How much can you press with your right foot against the floor to come up? How does this help you? Or is it easier for you to push with your right arm against your right knee? Or push with the right foot against the floor? Or both together to help you go up and down? Or hands-free, only the feet are working. And then place your right hand on your left knee, and this time slide with your left hand down your left lower leg. The outside and inside, on the back side, down. So how did you shift your weight now? Where do you place where's a good position for your left foot to support you to come up and down, slide up and down? Where do you turn your head to? Can you turn your head maybe towards the ceiling when you reach down with your left hand to the floor? Or would you watch your left hand? So have your left hand, you have your face turned to the floor or to the ceiling or the floor or the ceiling or the floor or the screen. Hello. Yes, so 4 combinations, 2 legs, 2 hands. Let's do the valley and mountain run. Start with your right hand on your left knee and slide down with your left hand to the floor on your left leg and come up again. And then lean with your changeover. Lean with your left hand on the left knee and slide down the left leg with your right hand and come up again. Then place your right hand on your right knee and slide down with your left hand on your left leg. And then lean with the left hand on your right knee and slide on the outside with the right hand on your right leg. So go up the mountain, go down the valley, go up the mountain, go down the valley, and both up and down. Yes? So how does this work? Can you do this combination? Go up and down, or just as much as is comfortable. Go up on the outside, on the inside, then change over on the inside, on the outside. Do that a couple of times until you have the hang of it. So not a stressful situation, but a relaxed mountain run. So relax your jaw, relax your eyes, keep breathing freely, and allow yourself to feel, even though you need to think a little bit how to change over your hands, and the foot position, the feet actually stay the same. It's just the hands that move, and your head goes up and down. Let's see, yes, not stressful, but how can you bring elegance into this movement, and then how you understand this movement, and then the system of it, and then how you can go into production mode. Still turn your shoulder a little, still feel where is gravity, where your head falls towards, up and down. Where do you look? Where do your eyes guide you? How does your gaze guide you through this movement? Your breathing, not just unrestricted, but maybe do you breathe out when you go down? And then when you come up, how do you do it? And how much you push the floor with the feet. So that's our connection, to push the floor with the feet, and you come up and let go when you go down. Now, have a look how it is just to sit, how free you feel in sitting. How is it now to sit on the edge of the chair? And then also have a look how you would come up, or how would you actually do it? How do you actually do it? What's the first thing? Where do you place your feet? And in slow motion, how do you do it? How do you shift your weight, nose over your toes, nose and knees over your toes, to come up, yes, and come down again? And how does that feel? How easy or difficult is it? Should be a lot easier, a lot smoother than in the beginning of the lesson. So ain't that something? Ain't that something? Did it become lighter and easier to come up, to stand, and come down? Yes? So I have a couple of more movements in this lesson, but I really like the beginning and the simplicity of the beginning of these movements. Come up and come down, the exploration of these movements, to enter this world of feeling and sensing, to come to our senses in this sense, to fuse the mind and the body, or to realize there's no separation. We can think, become aware of what we do while we're doing it, and it just feels so comfortable. It just feels so soothing, comfortable, confidence. All right, so I will continue with the sequence in another video. I think we did enough for today. Maybe you can work a little bit with this sequence to prepare yourself for the next video. It was my pleasure to teach you. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for your support on Patreon, and see you in the next video.